Yes, the Casanovians. So I wanted to put these thoughts out there because I was just sitting here and I've been writing some of my thoughts down. I'm gonna send this as an email to my email list at some point. But I just started writing and I got really inspired. I find that when we write, we force ourselves to think. And I had this epiphanova that I wanted to share verbally because this helps me consolidate my thoughts as well and understand that this is just advice. This is just things that I think, things that I've learned, and simply I'm just drawing from experiences that I've had. I'm not trying to be some guru in his ivory tower, being like, I know everything. I'm just a 27-year-old kid documenting his life one live stream at a time. I probably know nothing, but hopefully some of the things that I say resonate with you. So I think that most guys are so broke because all they have is money. Yeah, I think most guys are so broke because all they have is money. So my typical client who I coach is the high achieving busy city worker, usually between 30 and 40 years old. On paper, he's got everything. He's got the glittering career. He's respected in his industry. He's making incredible money, but he still can't pull a muscle. Yeah. And I find that in the internet space today, so many men are being brainwashed by the brain dead into wanting to want what other people have told them they should want to want. There seems to be this archetype online of you must become a high value man in order to receive love from the feminine. You need to make lots of money. You need to ignore women for years. You need to stay hunched over at your desk for 16 hours a day. Hustle, grind until you're 35 years old. Build it and they will come. I think this is one of the most toxic mindsets that plagues the minds of young men these days. This whole notion of delaying gratification. But when do you stop delaying? Because the way that I see it is on a biological level, everything that guys do is done in an attempt to attract a mate. It's why you buy the Rolex, yeah, the designer clothes. It's why you buy the penthouse in Malibu. It's why you're aiming to make 100K a month. And I'm not saying don't do these things. I'm a radically ambitious guy. I love making money. I love being able to take girls out on dates and treat the women who are in my life. I like to be able to go on my dates and cover the bill. I don't buy into this 50-50 nonsense. Like, oh, can we split this? I don't think you should be going on dates if you can't afford them. So, of course, we need money. Yeah, we need money to survive, or not just survive, but to thrive. Yeah, I think for me, I want to be in an amazing financial position. So I have an abundance mindset. I think abundance, it's the same mindset with women and money. I find that once you know how to make money, you're not stressed about money again. And once you know how to get women, you're not stressed about women again. But I find that a lot of guys these days, and this is just my experience from the guys who I've worked with, they know how to make money, but they don't know how to attract women. And for me, if you've acquired all of these materialistic trophies, yeah, if you've got the penthouse, you've got the designer clothes, you've got the flashy watch, you're able to go on all of these luxurious holidays, but if you still can't go over and talk to that beautiful woman, then the way that I see it is it's like working your bollocks off to buy a Lamborghini and then being too scared to drive it. So this is not me saying, oh, you should just become a bum who's working a dead end job for minimum wage and you should just be going chasing women around the mall 8 hours a day. No, like what I'm teaching, this thing that we call game, it's simply a way of delivering our value to the world. Yeah, like building our value as men. But I think that it's not just the bank balance which provides value in this world. Like what I've found to be true with all the guys who I've coached, and even for myself as well, it's very much more about who you are rather than what you have. Like you could have all of the money in the world, but if you don't know how to speak to a woman's fantasies, if you can't approach her with conviction, if you're boring, yeah, if you're just a boring guy who pedestalizes and deifies money, then sure, the women who you're meeting, they may tolerate you. They may want to go out on dates because you can afford expensive meals or take them to fancy bars, but when they go home at night, they're most likely not fantasizing about you. And I think that's why investing into your social skills just as heavily as you're investing into your business acumen is the greatest investment that you can make. I think that like where I'm at in my life right now, yeah, I'm 27 years old and I'm by no means a millionaire. I'm by no means making $100,000 a month, but the way that I see it is for me to become the most dangerous player in the sexual marketplace, it's about having both. Yeah, it's about becoming the full package. So making the money that you want to make. Yeah, that figure is different for everybody. Yeah, you might be a guy who wants to make 5k a month. You might want to make 10k, 20k, 50k a month. Like whatever you want to do it. But then you also, for me, you also need to be able to approach women. Yeah, this whole build it and they will come, this whole ignore women for years, delay gratification, a lot of young guys hiding behind the cope of self-improvement. Oh, dude, no, I can't approach that girl today because I need to gratitude journal, I need to meditate, I need to watch some more self-improvement videos. It's like, you're gonna be another one of those guys who sleepwalks through life, wakes up when his best years are behind him. Like the mantra that I always use is don't die with your music still inside of you. Yeah, like life is for living. So I just feel as though the guys who I work with, right, the high achieving busy city workers, they've got it all on paper. And really I hope that this is a wake up call for you. They all say the same thing. Like once they've worked with me and they've unlocked a skill set, they've unlocked a side of life which has been dormant for the majority of their years, they all say to me, I wish I'd have started sooner. I remember sitting in a Cafe Nero in London with one of the wealthiest guys that I've worked with before I came over to Thailand. And that's exactly what he said to me. He was like, I wish I'd have started this sooner. I wish I'd have just dedicated just like a couple of hours a week to just going out there, approaching people, putting myself through the social fire. Like it doesn't take a lot of time, but I think that so many high achievers are hiding behind their status. And it's like what I've found to be true is the higher we climb, the further we can fall. Like when I was 18 years old and I was going through that phase of building my social skills, I was so ugly. I looked even more like a turnip than I did 4 years ago. I was so grotesquely looking. I was playing the game. The mindset that I had was, I'm just going to approach girls because I've got nothing to lose. Yeah, like that was my greatest purchasing power in the sexual marketplace. It was radical self-acceptance and brutal honesty with my current standing. I'm like, I'm so ugly right now. My value is so low that I'm more excited to win than I'm scared to lose. And like that mindset of 18-year-old Kristian is something that I try every single day to retain. Yeah, because I'm in a season of my life now where I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life. I'm creating this international movement of radically ambitious men who want to live a life beyond the beige. I've got my private network, the Entourage. I've got my in-person coaching experiences. I've built this international lifestyle from absolutely nothing after being on £24.82 a universal credit in my bank account. The whole thing is documented on this channel. Like if anyone wants to say, oh, you're full of shit, you don't know what you're talking about, it's like, dude, evidence has got the loudest voice. Like it's all documented on this channel. You can go back to my earliest videos, look at me looking like a turnip, dressing like a moron, being terrible on camera, like just being so atrocious at everything, but just building myself like one video, one day at a time. And I remember there was this time when, because over the years I've been doing this, I've been part of different mastermind groups, right? So I invest my money into masterminds, into networks, into coaching, because I think that in order to win, I need to surround myself with other winners, which is why I created my private network, the Entourage, right? I'm looking for like-minded guys, like like-minded action takers who want to build top 1% dating lives, who resonate with me, who like what I do, who want to come and crush it and conquer the world with me. Like that's what my network's for. But as well as having my network, I've also being part of other networks. And I remember this one time I'd met this guy in one of the mastermind groups, and he was based out in Singapore, and he was explaining to me, like we went out together one night. We just went to this really like dingy bar. He wasn't feeling it at first because he's used to going to these high-end places. I'm like, dude, come on, just drop your ego. It'll be fun. There's like fucking karaoke going on. Let's just like lose ourselves in the phantasmagorium of craziness. And I go inside, I'm just doing my thing, right? I'm fearlessly approaching people, I'm working the room, people are getting attracted to me like moths to a flame. I'm not really thinking too much of it because in that environment, it's like I feel at home, I feel at peace because I've been developing my social skills since the age of 13, right? When I had severe social anxiety, I became a magician. I taught myself how to perform magic. I did that for many years and I transferred my skill set over to cold approach. But like, in that venue, I went back over and I sat next to him because he was just like, he was that typical high achiever in the bar, just like, arms crossed, nursing his drink. Sometimes they've got like the imaginary lats to make themselves look bigger. Yeah, they want to look cool and impressive. And he actually got quite emotionally brave with me, which I really appreciated. And he was like, dude, when I'm in Singapore, I spend $1,000, around $1,000 per night when I go out to pay for the high-end table, right? So this guy, he paid $1,000 to go to clubs where he got a fancy table, he had table service, he had girls who would sit on the table with him, but he's like, nothing happened with those girls. Like, they just came for the free booze to get photos so they could share it on their Instagram stories. And then they'd go home and most likely hook up with some other guy that night. And like, money didn't really mean anything to this guy. He had more money than he knew what to do with. But the point being is like, he wanted what I have, right? So it's like, that's what I'm trying to get across. It's like 100% make money. Yeah, do that, because I think we owe it to the people that we love to become wealthy. Yeah, money, like what even is money? Yeah, like Socrates said, the beginning of wisdom is the definition of terms. So a lot of you boys, you're out there chasing money. You don't actually know what it is. Yeah, like how do you define money? What does money mean to you? Because for me, money is simply purchasing power. Right? Money is a tool which enables me to buy the things that I want. Money is oxygen that allows me to breathe and live more stress-free. It's like I was saying before, once you know how to make money, you're not stressed about money again. Once you know how to get women, you're not stressed about women again. So 1,000,000% do everything within your power to explode your income, because I wouldn't be living my international lifestyle. I don't think I'd be able to have the impact that I'm having if I didn't have money in the bank. Like, I have to pay to go and do the filming sessions in London or wherever else. We're going to be filming across Europe this summer. I need money for that. I need money to reinvest back into the business. I need money to travel. I need money to go on dates and be able to treat my girls. I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, let's split the bill. I think that's just a loser mentality. I want to be able to provide. But also, the most important thing is that you don't neglect the importance of social skills, like building your charisma. Like, that's what it is. It's charisma. Like, that is one of the greatest purchasing powers in the sexual marketplace. It's who you are rather than what you have. Girls just want to have fun. Yeah. And I think not being charismatic, not being playful, taking yourself too seriously. Most rich guys are boring as fuck because all they have is money. And I used to go through this phase as well where I started to pedestalize money, where I was investing all of my energy into work, 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 work. As Rihanna would say, it's like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And I think that just giving ourselves permission, like the high achievers who I work with, like when they say to me, even if it's just a couple of hours a week, like just put yourself in a environment that you wouldn't usually go to. Maybe you can go to a bar and do your work at the bar or at the cafe. Maybe you can have a solo expedition to an extroverted environment, like go to Brazil, come to Thailand, come to Bangkok. Like even if you just spent a week in Bangkok, dude, it would just blow your mind. 'Cause it's like, I don't know, it's like, I really do think charisma, like just being able to hold yourself in the environment, being able to carry yourself, just start conversations with people, deliver your value to the world, like go through life with this, I want you, but I don't need you energy. Like that's what I'm teaching here. I'm teaching you how to deliver your value to the world, to go after what you want rather than settling for what you think you can get and live a life free from bullshit. Yeah, I'm not a day gamer. I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a pickup artist. I'm just a guy who wants the best for himself. I want the best for all of you as well. But please don't fall down the trap that so many guys fall into of ignore women for years, build it and they will come. Be a high value man. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? like most people are so poor because all they have is money. Most guys are so broke and so lonely and so desperate because they thought money was going to be the answer to all of their problems. So I'm sure there'll be comments below like, oh yeah, but dude, like women want money. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, for some women, but are they actually the women that you want to attract into your life? I think that most guys don't know what they're talking about in this space. Most guys are just internet keyboard warriors, right? It's like Oscar Wilde said, most people are other people. Their lives are mimicry, their passions are quotation. Most people just regurgitate what they've heard other people say because they think it's cool. But I've learned this stuff so far through the library of life, and I'm just trying to relay it to you. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, my name's Kristian, and I travel the world. I teach high achievers how to develop top 1% social skills so they can live top 1% dating lives. I think that to live a top 1% dating life, it's more than having a top 1% income. Of course, money helps. It buys you freedom. It buys you time. It's the oxygen that we need to breathe. But we have to understand there's more to this game than just making money. So yeah, everything on this channel is completely free. I hope you go through these videos. I hope you get inspired to ride a motorbike. I hope you get inspired to take radical action. I put together 2 free brackets, free, hashtag lol, yay. I put together 2 free online courses, and those courses go deeper into what I teach on this channel. So we've got Conversation Killer, which teaches you how even the most introverted of guys can get started and get results from daytime cold approach. It's perfect for beginners. Even if you've got skin in the game, hopefully you'll learn some things from there. I've also got my Most Fuckable Man course as well, which teaches you step by step how I went from an unfuckable turnip living in a grotty apartment in Central Leeds, £24.82 of universal credit in my bank account, to now living the life that I'm living. So I think these courses are the courses I wish had been available to me when I first started. So you'll learn how to cold approach, you'll learn how to become excellent at that, and you'll also learn how to improve yourself holistically. Because remember, all game is learning how to deliver our value to the world. So the courses will be linked below. They're completely free, so you might as well get them. I put them together for you for free forever. I've got no $997 course to sell you. Nor am I trying to funnel you into a $50 a month school or Discord community. Yeah, everything is below. So if you're interested in that, then cool. So yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. I find these live streams are very therapeutic. I enjoy just putting my thoughts out into the ether, and hopefully they make your life 1% better as well. Anyway, I've got a coaching call that I need to take, and then I'm going to continue with my writing. And I think I'm going to go swim in the pool, maybe go for a walk. And then we'll see what else. But anyway, I love you boys very much. Drop this live stream a like if you've enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you appreciate the content and you want to see more of this stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, links for everything below. Do all the YouTubey stuff. I appreciate yous. I'll speak with you boys tomorrow. Okay.